Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Chess Masters. Today, we're going to look at a new opening called the Open Sicilian. The Sicilian is a very complicated opening, and it's for black, and it's called the Sicilian Defense. That's why it's for black, and it starts with when white plays e4, c5. I was very confused when someone played this move for the first time. The idea being that if they played e5, the idea is controlling the squares around the pawn. But since this pawn is here, arguably, some people would say you're not getting as great control. So that's why a lot of people, they played this move instead of e5. So next comes knight f3 and d6. Now we're going to skip ahead a couple moves. We're going to play d4. The pawns trade. Now the reason why they trade the pawns, this is not the, even though this might seem a little bit better for black, things are still mostly equal. But the idea was trading a wing pawn, which is less valuable, for a center pawn. Not this knight, but a center pawn, the d pawn, which arguably is more valuable. So then what happens is takes, and then you develop the knight. You could do either knight. I usually start with this knight. And this knight comes out. And now there's many different variations that you can play. So there's the Najdorf. It's kind of hard to spell. It's when you move the wing. It's when you move the outside pawns, one square. There's the Scheveningen. I don't really play this that often, and it's very annoying to pronounce. And there's a lot of interesting names. And then the one that I play the most often is the dragon, the Sicilian dragon. When you play g6, aiming to fianchetto this bishop on this super ginormous diagonal. Yeah, so that's normally what I play. I play the dragon. And it's very aggressive. Sometimes it turns out well, sometimes it doesn't. It's risky, but when I play it, usually I get good results when playing it. Now, if we skip back to the beginning and we play c5, for white, one way that I usually counter with it is c3, because if you skip ahead a couple moves, then now we play d4, trade. We still have two of our center pawns in the front, so it's a little bit more of an advantage that we get. And the dragon, not as effective usually when in this position, but definitely an idea. So in this position, white's a little bit better than the last one because you got the two pawns in the center, knight's on the happy square, and the bishops can have really great access to the game. And then the kings get castled, the rooks get connected, and everything is going pretty well for white. So that is the reason why they play c3. Now there is one drawback of c3. You are blocking this knight from going here. He cannot go there. He really wants to go there. That's his happy square, but he can't. So when you normally play knight c3, you're guarding this pawn, right? The knight would normally guard the pawn, but sadly the knight's not there. So take advantage of that. You can sometimes play knight f6, targeting this weak pawn. The pawn cannot easily be defended by the knight because the knight is blocked. So even though this trade happens, you still lose one of your center pawns. And this opening is pretty advanced. There's a lot of different variations as well. Yeah, so that's why the Sicilian is very complex opening and probably not for beginners to start with. So that is the Sicilian. I hope you like this opening. I really like it. And I hope you get to use it in your games. And so that's it. Thanks for watching.